Hello Drive Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera. Today we're going to take a look at the 2019 Toyota Camry. This is the hybrid version of it, which is, believe it or not, kind of considered a separate vehicle than your regular gasoline-only Camrys. And of course, we all know the Camry was redesigned kind of last year and got into this year, giving it much more sporty look to it. Really, honestly, enjoy it. So with that being said, Walt, let's take a quick walk around. Again, that's going to be the biggest thing that sticks out on this vehicle. We have had several people who haven't seen the new Camrys, and they're like, what is this car? And I guess it's a new Camry, and they really like that. So Toyota, I give you kudos where kudos are due. But again, this is the hybrid version. There's 3 different trim levels. This is the XLE, which is kind of considered the top of the line trim level as is. Honestly, the way this vehicle sits, again, it doesn't look like a Camry. I don't know how else to say that. Again, this is, as I mentioned before, the hybrid version. You've got a lot of your safety features are now standard on all trim levels. You know, adaptive cruise control, forward collision mitigation, that sort of stuff there. What is special about the XLE? 18-inch wheels, auto-dimming rearview mirror, leather upholstery, power passenger seat, wireless smartphone charging, heads-up display, 2 extra USB ports, an 8-inch touchscreen, and then the blind spot monitoring. You've also got heated seats up front here, which is really nice, dual climate control, and as I mentioned there, the 8-inch touchscreen there for the infotainment system. You do have a sunroof, which is nice, and again, this leather, which is a really pretty, honestly, in my opinion, leather there. You've got smart hold braking, which means you can push a button at a stoplight, let your foot off a brake, and it stays there. Kind of is a little bit more relaxing that way, especially if you're in stop and go traffic. As we get into the back here, normal room for a Camry, not a whole lot of special features here. You do have automatic windows in the back, and then vents, which is really nice for a sedan of this size. And more than enough room in the back, not massive amounts by any stretch of the imagination, but more than enough, plenty, and especially for a vehicle of this class, which is kind of the leading vehicle in this class. As we come to the back here, I'm gonna open the trunk. Not an automatic trunk, but you'll notice it's got a big enough spring in it that once you just push that button, it's able to open all the way up. One thing you will notice, this is a full-size Camry trunk because of the way they've put the battery packs, similar to the Avalon, which we just reviewed recently. They've actually put them under the rear seat, so you still have the same amount of storage in here, which is really incredible, to be honest with you. And the seats will fold down, 60/40 rear folding seat, which is great there. Again, I mentioned this is the XLE. Some options on here: the driver assist package, which gives you the bird's eye view camera for about $1,500. Adaptive headlights, $415. The navigation package, which gives you an upgraded audio system, that sort of stuff, $1,760. The moonroof is $845. Grand price on this vehicle is $38,215. One thing I will say, and I did not mention this with the Avalon, but Toyota is getting really competitive with the hybrid powertrain in that it's only about $1,000, give or take a little bit, more expensive than its gasoline-only sibling, you know, in the same vehicle. So you may be able to pay for your fuel economy, or you know, for that price increase faster than you ever have before, because usually it used to be, you know, $2,500, possibly even $5 grand in some cases, more expensive for the hybrid powertrain. But Toyota's kind of getting away from that a little bit more, which we like. A fuel economy real quick, 44 and 47 for an average of 46. Depending on the trim level, that's going to fluctuate a little bit, but you can just say right there, mid 40s, mid to high 40s for fuel economy, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think the gasoline only is only mid to high 30s, to be honest with you. So with that being said, we love this car. It's fantastic. And my father-in-law commented, he's like, wow, that's a great buy for $38,000. So if you're in the market for a vehicle like this, again, for the Camry, one of the best-selling sedans, or the best-selling sedan ever, take a look at it. Head to your local Toyota dealer, get yourself in it, get your family in it, test drive it today, and when you do that, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.